The following sports exclusive is a presentation of the Orlando Magic Television Network.
Right now, our anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Luan Carter with our national anthem. Now, this is the fifth meeting of the season between the Nets and the Magic. And the Nets, as you see, won the first three. 114, 124, 113, then 102-99, and then a 116-97 run. But in the fourth meeting, all Orlando, 98-84. Shaquille with 27 points and 21 rebounds. Right now, the starting lineups to be introduced. The Orlando Magic. Tom Tolbert's been a good acquisition for this team after coming over from the Golden State Warriors. Tolbert will start at one of the forward positions along with Dennis Scott. And there is Scott. Scott now in his third year from Georgia Tech. He's played well against the Nets this year. Joined by Tolbert. With Tolbert in the lineup, they're over 500, just barely 30-29. Good man off the boards, get you some points. And here's the young man, Shaquille O'Neal, averaging nearly 24 a game, nearly 14 rebounds a contest. Anthony Bowie, who does a real good job against the Nets, had 10 in that victory in Orlando for the Magic. Last year, he had a couple of 31-point games against the Nets, and he'll be joined by Scott Skiles in the backcourt. Skiles averaging 15.4 points a ball game a couple of years ago, named the NBA's most improved player. So we are set for the introduction of the starting lineup for the New Jersey Nets. Ramil Robinson. Nets need a good one from him tonight. Ramil had 22 in the third ball game against this club. And that was a game in which Kenny Anderson was out. That was the second game after being injured against the Knickerbockers. Drazen Petrovic, who we mentioned, missed the last contest against this team, but in his last two games against the Magic, 29 and 29 points. Sam Bowie will be at the center position. Sam had 14 in that loss to the Magic. And a big smile on his face. And joined by Chris Morris at the forward position. So that's the starting lineup for the New Jersey Nets, along with, of course, the big man, Derek Coleman. Limited to 16 the last time, but at 31, 28, and 30 points. And right now, let's head over to public address announcer Gary Sussman.
The officials for tonight's ball game: Dick Bavetta, Eddie F. Rush, and Bill Sarr. Tonight's Sheraton honorary ball boy is Alexandra Owens of Uniondale. And ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to center court. During the month of March, Sports Channel conducted fan balloting to select this season's Nets MVP. The results are in. Here to present the Sports Channel Nets Most Valuable Player Award is Bill Raftery.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, of the hundreds of votes cast by you, the Sports Channel subscribers, the majority went to this man. He has proven to be one of the stalwarts of this Nets franchise. For the second consecutive year, the Sports Channel Nets Most Valuable Player is Bada Bing, Drazen Petrovic.
And of course, there are reports that Drazen is just about set, getting things worked out with the Nets to re-sign a new contract, and hopefully that will happen very shortly. A great future for Drazen, and with Drazen Petrovic as a net, the future indeed looks bright for the New Jersey Nets. The Meineke matchups for tonight's ball game. Let's take a look at it. Who's going to match up against Drazen Petrovic? Well, it's going to be Anthony Bowie. Bowie has the speed, Drazen has the size, and Bowie's going to find himself taking some pretty hard bumps and some pretty tough picks. Dick Bavetta, Bill Saar, and Ed T. Rush are your officials. Tom Tolbert has the bulk to go up against Coleman. And of course, the big matchup will take place at the center position. Interestingly, in one of the net victories this year, Chuck Daly made the move and put Derek Coleman on Shaquille O'Neal in the fourth quarter, and it turned out to be the difference in that ball game. Orlando controls the basketball, and here's Scott Skiles skipping in the forecourt. This is Bowie, number 14, guarded by Morris now. Dennis Scott, number 3, Petro with him. Bowie's open. Open jumpers, he'll kill you. Rebound, Ramil Robinson. Looking up, finding Morris with Scott back. Morris fires an in and outer, and the rebound pulled down by Bowie. Gets it out over to Skiles. Just underway here at the Meadowlands. Skiles on the drive. Tolbert. Rebound, Ramil. Good lead to Coleman. The bounce to Petro. And Drazen had it slapped out of his hand, and a real good play by Morris. Instinctively, you're going to try and grab the ball. He knew he lost it, and it would be still belong to the Nets. And he got his hands down and out of the way. Nice to see you, Bill Raftery. Here is Sam Bowie, and that should be goaltending. It will be goaltending on Shaquille.
A presence, though, huh? A little message early.
He sends out those messages. Robert Powers sent the message to Sam the last time when the Celtics were here. That was a ball game. The Nets got beat at the buzzer. Nice bounce on a pretty roll off by Anthony Bowie, and a pretty pass from Scott.
That's what Dennis Scott has to improve on, I think, his ability to dribble, not necessarily find people, but to punish the defender.
We're tied at 2. We've played a minute and 20 seconds. Coleman posting up against Shaquille, finds Morris. Bowie around Tolbert, got to take that one. Petro, that's for 3, got it!
Well, everybody in the house thought Sam should have nailed it, but unselfish. And Drazen right off the trophy snatch.
3 is better than 2.
Any day.
Here's Skiles, and he can shoot the 3 as well as most shoot the 2. Here's Shaquille, and we'll get a foul. It'll go against Sam Bowie. Dick Pavetta making the call.
Your man Dick, Brooklyn's own.
Brooklyn, Dick Pavetta.
Get it in deep. This is where he is punishing. He has a great ability to drop and curl and finish with authority.
He's had 7 20-20 games this year, at least 20 points and 20 rebounds. Yeah, but he can't shoot free throws. I want him on my team.
Some chink in the armor. You'd always find it. Don't focus in on what he can't do.
He can do so much. Some say, gee, wait till he gets to really learn how to play the game. If he doesn't learn anything from this point on, he's still going to be one of the premier players in this league.
Way ahead. Leaps and bounds at tender years.
Here's Petro. That's a tough shot.
He gets moving. I've always felt when he cuts, even if he doesn't touch the ball, it helps everybody.
But that's a 360 curl kind of,
And turn it away,
and straightening up, and wow, squaring yourself beautifully
and flying right.
Nice defense right there. Petro has the basketball. Nets looking to run. To Sam, lays it off. They get the offensive foul on Bully.
Sam's got 2 already, right? That changes the way you're going to coach early. And Big Dwayne's going to get a chance at offering it up. Generally, that's far enough away from the hole, that play, Spencer, but generally they'll let him go on that one.
So Dwayne, who was just activated this afternoon. Dave Hoppin released. Skiles. Oh, he got bumped by Coleman from behind. Billy Sarr made the call.
Front and behind, huh? He knows enough to draw with a pump fake. Pretty good cross-court look as well. That's why Derek out of sorts as he sprinted out.
Skiles, one of the premier free throw shooters in the league, at 89%. One-point net lead, 7-6, 9:18 left first quarter.
There's the motion. It sets up a free Dwayne Chintzes.
Scott has it, gets it out over to Skiles. Dwayne's really built up his upper body working with David Pavao, the net strength coach.
Oh, David will force you to the limit. Now that shot he missed, he can make. It's just rustiness.
Bowie, way off the mark. Dwayne couldn't hold on to the basketball. A little nervousness right here.
Dwayne's got to get the nickels out of his palms. That was even a hard pass.
Yeah. Morris with the miss. Rebound Tolbert gets it out over to Skiles.
Whereas Dwayne hasn't played in a long time, huh? Yeah. Little alley-oop out. He did the right thing here. He chugged O'Neal. No sense getting your pants loosened. And Spence, while there's a break, Nets fans, this particular break in the action is a great time for you to break open ice cold bud and enjoy that fresh, pure, and natural taste. Nothing beats a bud.
Chintzes went for the ball. O'Neal way off the mark. Tolbert rebounds. Got the steps indeed, buddy, as you call it.
Big guys will be intimidated on occasion, and Derek Illumine on the errant toss comes into the picture and causes that hippity hop.
7-6, Nets by a point, 8:15 left in this first quarter. Big game for both ball clubs.
Nice.
Good look to ball.
He's an excellent passer from his college days. This is just not another 7-footer.
Oh, this kid has it.
Oh, he does. He's organized in his thinking and approach. He can help them. We're talking next year.
Yeah, there's no doubt that he almost blew the whole thing. You know, I mean, with all his great ability and everything. This is a kid who was projected to be one of the top draft choices. Was a #1 draft choice. He just never really got things going. Ramil, Chintzes battles. Ramil has it and lays it home.
That shot's becoming popular, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Michael kisses it home, but Chintzes kept it alive, Spence.
And we saw last week, who was it? Rex Chapman hit one like that?
Oh, don't let him get going. 34% of three-point shooter.
He's got 7. We're tied at 11. It's Coleman. Chintzes battles. Chintzes wins, then loses it. Coleman he was hit. Had his legs taken out from under him by Skiles. He didn't get hurt that way.
Well, also the arm right in the midsection caused his difficulties, but Chintzes again. Now, later on, he'll be able to just finish this on his own. You see how slow he was? You see the little push? Shaq, and he'll pick those up.
Shaquille picks up his first foul. It's one of the problems Shaq has had this year. The propensity to get into foul trouble, something he's going to learn how to stay out of as his career progresses.
Well, he can't get the cheap ones. I mean, referees will understand if you're that status. And there's certain things that you'll be you'll get away with. You'll be accustomed to getting away with, but not the push and the hands and all those little things that are so obvious.
Under 7 minutes left in this first quarter. Sellout crowd here at the Meadowlands. Here's Scott firing away. It's 2-point.
As you remember, early in the year we went down and we said, what a great outside shooting team this is, which should help the Shaq.
Here's Ramil to Coleman. Clobbered going up.
Tolbert should get it. Yep.
Tolbert does pick up the foul. His first. We'll take a break. Cannon. Teamwork moment. We're tied at 13. Spencer Ross, Bill Raftery with you. Shinsis in the lineup with Sam Bowie picking up a quick second foul, an offensive foul. And Derek Coleman's at the line to shoot 2.
You know, DC's turned it up a notch the last month to 2 months.
He's been the
we talked about it at the beginning of the game. I happened to be in Phoenix, and a lot of pro guys were there watching these college kids, and the discussion amongst them was how tough Derek Coleman's become. And a lot of them just feeling he stepped his game up to the highest level.
Right now, I would say power forwards in the league, Karl Malone, and then this kid. Yeah, that's not bad for a guy in his third year.
Now, there's other guys in one particular. Oh, look at this. How did he do that?
I don't know, but he did it.
They should have a show with that name, huh?
How did he do that?
Oh, my gracious. In traffic.
Skiles with the foul.
Between the legs. Oh, get the egg off, Scotty. And he's teasing me before the game.
It's right.
This is a nice young team, Spencer.
Oh, yeah. And let's face it, you know, if they do not make the playoffs, they will get another lottery pick. I mean, being down at the bottom, they're not going to have that many opportunities to get somebody good, but this is a real good year.
It's getting deeper, getting deeper.
You had an opportunity to see a lot of the kids this week. Right?
Yeah, a lot of the kids that'll be late, 9, 10, 11 through the remainder. Good job. Keep them out.
There's Rubio right in the middle where he should be. Finds Coleman. And it's knocked away. Didn't go, but it was pretty indeed.
How is that not something?
Got to be a foul. Scott. Tolbert climbs on Morris's back. No foul call. Here's Mo leading the break. Takes it. Whoa, you got to love it.
Great, great play. That's what he has to do in the middle. Showed a lot of confidence. Wire to wire.
19-13. The Nets are up by 6. Here's Shaquille. Scott.
You don't want to leave him open. Unerring. Kenny Anderson saying that Draws may be better at making that open shot, even than Dennis Scott.
Oh, well. And that's saying a lot from coming from. That count that if it goes. Foul will be on Bowie. Of course, Kenny played college ball with Dennis. You know, talking about Draws and his shooting abilities, we look at Anthony Bowie. Overall, I think the greatest shooter I've ever seen, just the open jump shot. Chris Smollett.
One of them. One of them.
And Draws is there with him.
Draws is just incredible. Using the bumps. Better than Chris uses bumps. Not that Chris can't use them. Chris has a feel, understanding maybe with the dribble a little more than Drazen. Great looker.
But the mathematics of the bumps that you're talking about, just the exact spacing and knowing where to go and how to get them.
And the ball arriving on time. And that's been a big adjustment for this team because Ramil is different than Kenny Anderson.
Yeah. 7 points for Draws here in this first quarter. 5:05 left in this first quarter. That's you see shooting well.
Good help by Morris.
Shoot the basketball, Mr. Scott. That's 3 field goals for him. He's played only 52 games this year.
Tolbert gave up easy post position, and you pay for it when you got his talent.
Coleman has 6 first quarter points. Hill posting up, but a little quiet. Nice double up by Coleman. Skiles for 3. Almost tipped in by Tolbert, and it comes over to Coleman. DC looking up. Whoops, he lost the ball. Just slipped out of his hand.
He was looking for drives, too.
Nice feed by Skiles to Anthony Bowie for the deuce.
how often the turnover leads to a hoop the other way.
23-19, 4-point net lead. Petros changed that brace on his leg. Chuck Daly was saying before the game. The other one was a little too cumbersome for him, and he's got to get over the psychological aspect of a knee injury.
Dr. Zhivago had that other one, huh? Oh, look at this. He is on a tear. Twice with the dribble. And the jumper sparingly.
8 points for Scott here in this first quarter. It's at 4 of 5. Here's Shinsis. Rebound, Anthony Bowie. Problem with Shinsis, too, while he has stayed in shape, not playing that many game minutes, he will tend to tire. Morris, save. This is 2 against 4. Robinson recognizes.
He can count.
Here's Coleman. Morris takes it. No foul. Tipped in by Coleman. Almost went in by Shinsis.
Morris upset. He got tagged, and I believe Shinsis kept it alive again, did he?
Yep, he did. Almost put it in, too. Here's Bowie. Shaquille. Whoa.
Now, I've never seen that. Hold on to the roof. The Shaq attack. Get your erector set out, Spencer. That is a first.
Oh, my. Unbelievable.
That is the slap.
Now, that will go as a technical foul.
I don't think so, because he was fouled. He has to protect himself.
Okay. All right.
So that might be a case in point. You want to see twisted metal? It's the season for tornadoes. And you better make him with steel. And he got hit with the shot clock. That's a violation.
That's a 24-second clock violation. Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to have a lengthy delay. And you see Chuck Daly immediately said, come on, let's get out of here, guys. Sending the team back to the locker room. 25-23 is the score. There was a foul on the play. And they will begin work. Well, he did it in Phoenix earlier this year. A little bit different, though. Just brought it down a little. This time he brought it down a lot.
This is like a kid's little erector set. And the ant walks in the dining room, bumps it with the cane. I've seen clock violations and misuse of the time sequence. That is the best or the worst.
He violated the clock. There's no doubt about it.
He violated the building.
Take a look over there. We'll take a break. Get back to the Meadowlands. It's 25-23 Nets with 3 minutes remaining in this first quarter.
Got it, George? Jesus. Right in front of us here.
Oh, look at that, folks. What does it look like? Well, it was once upon a time part of the basket support. And there you see a lot of wires have been ripped. And Shaquille O'Neal has struck here at the Meadowlands. 20-24. Net lead is 1. They've led by as many as 6 in this first quarter. Now they've got to get back into it. Here's Rumiel taking it and banking it. Won't go. On the rebound, Scott Skiles has it. And Orlando with an opportunity to gain the lead with 2:32 left in this first quarter.
What a matchup inside physically. Mahorn on the Shaq.
Nice ball movement.
Sure was.
Bowie puts it home. His third field goal. Orlando has taken the lead, 26-25.
Further proof of what the dribble does, Spencer. No double up and still somebody wide open.
Here's Bernard. Doesn't take him long to get warmed up.
He arrives halfway around. He's ready. He's turning for the release when he gets in the building.
27-26, the Nets by 1. A minute 55 left first quarter. Shaquille. Scott.
Good job forcing him away.
Horn with the rebound. Gets it out over to Ramil.
And Bernard wants it.
Bernard tries to take it. They call a jump ball. And we'll get a timeout. Right here, 27-26. That's with a 1-point lead with a minute 39 left in this first quarter. In places you might have taken a nap and woke up and said, maybe there's something wrong with my clock. No, it is 8:45, and it still is the first quarter because we had a 45-minute delay. Shaquille O'Neal ripped down the backboard here at the Meadowlands, and that took 45 minutes to get a new one out there.
Even that tip showed his inexperience. He had total control and didn't get it to a teammate.
Nice feed to Mahorn. Puts it home.
Hang time.
As Chris Dudley said, his addition, Mo Cheeks, Bernard King, the experience, the idea of knowing what winning is about, so important. And that's one of the things Rick Mahorn brings to that proverbial table.
And he's also chatting away to Shaquille, something he brings to the game.
Coleman battles. Shaquille wins. Coleman steals. Pretty play by DC to Bernard. Ramil. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Coleman. Whoops, lost it. Scott. And we'll get a foul. They're going to call it a shooting foul. Let's wait and see. It doesn't matter. Nets are over the limit anyway.
Derek trying to do a little extra at the other end, and it ignites a break. He's good with the dribble, but in traffic came up empty. A nice recovery defensively.
Yeah.
As Draws at half court held on, forced him to the middle, and got some support.
Scott, a 79% free throw shooter. Donald Royal into the lineup, replaces Anthony Bowie for Matty Gukas' club.
One of Digger's kids.
He's played well off the bench. Scott now with 9. And the net lead is a deuce, 29-27. Nets can get a 2-for-1 here. See if they look for it. Shaquille on the double. Oh, Rahorn's all alone.
He was wide open.
And we'll get a foul underneath off the ball. It's going to go against Dennis Scott. It will be a 2-shot foul with Orlando over the limit. On Scott, that's his first personal.
And Ricky wanted that one open. Terrific shooter. Something he doesn't get a chance to show people too often.
And by the time he got the ball, the big guy was right in his face.
Yeah, I think he was shocked he didn't get it when he was. Oh, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Four points for Bernard.
Spence, I think I'd change my seat if I had an end zone one.
It's
What, the
as
Shaq
dangerous
comes
as
into town?
It's as dangerous as hockey. Nets will get it back. A 3-second differential between the game and the 24-second clock.
Trying to take advantage here. ISO.
Royal against King. Oh, what do we got? We got steps as Dick Pavetta, and the ball will go over to the Nets. So the Nets can play for the final shot with 7.8 seconds remaining.
Bernard's experienced defensively that time. Good play.
Got to set it quickly here. Ramil. Bernard for 3. And that'll do it for the quarter. Royal gets it to Skiles as the horn sounds. And Skiles very nearly put it in. Would not have counted, though. So after 1 here at the Meadowlands, the Nets lead it by 4. Quarter, Mo Cheeks replaces Ramil Robinson. It'll be Cheeks, Petrovic, Bernard King, Rick Mahorn, and Derek Coleman. And here's DC with the ball. Mahorn, pretty move. Coleman with a follow.
What a great little play. Chuck moved Derek up. Now the big fella's out on him, and Ricky wide open. Step in on Tolbert. What a finish, huh?
Oh, beauty. Nick Anderson's coming to the lineup now for Orlando. Skiles with a miss. Mahorn with a rebound. Good outlet to Petro. Petro, Skiles chasing.
He can shoot over him now, and he knows it.
And he did. Oh, what a rebound by Mahorn. Had it knocked out of his hands, though.
He didn't complain, so it must have been clean.
Orlando has Skiles, Royal, Anderson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Tom Tolbert. Good defense right there. He cut that baseline off beautiful.
And Cheeks helped too.
Tolbert, Cheeks helps again. Anderson's open.
Right off the bench, huh? Nick able to knock it down.
Fourth year from Illinois, and the net lead is 4, 33-29. A minute 10 into the second quarter. Sellout crowd here at the Meadowlands. Just trying to take Shaquille away from the basket. Got the switch now. Underneath Mahorn, knocked away. Oh, by Petro.
His momentum carried him towards the goal.
Does he get the assist on that pass? The assist on the basket?
He'll ask for it.
35-29. That equals the Nets' biggest lead, 6. A triple team. We got a foul. Billy Sarr says Petro grabbed.
He strung out the double here, Spencer, and not a bad gamble. It closed, but the hustle and momentum carrying him to the tin.
Greg Kite comes in the lineup, replaces Tom Tolbert, and Raphael Addison makes his first appearance for the Nets as he replaces Drazen Petrovic. Petro leaves. That was his first personal. Gets a rest. Shaquille.
Nice job by Derek.
Yeah.
Slapping it back out, and Mahorn for hustling back into defensive position.
And that's really all you could do is just slap it. You're not going to try and grab it with him underneath there. Bernard went for the ball. Royal. Rebound. Mahorn. Now we'll get a foul. It's on Royal. I'll tell you, Rick Mahorn is getting off his feet higher than I have seen him all year long.
It looks like he's got fresh legs.
Yeah.
Renewed vigor. And right here, the step in. I thought he was there in time, but here's your leaping Rick Mahorn.
6-point net lead. Looking to open up their biggest lead of the night. King trying to post up. Addison with a floater. Little short rebound. Greg Kite. Kite had a good ball game in Orlando in that one that the Magic won.
Royal almost out of bounds.
Skiles, and he is fouled going to the hoop.
Derek trying to come over and help out as Mo Cheeks trying to regain position. And is that number 2, Spence?
That's 2 on Derek. Sam Bowie's been on the bench with 2 fouls since the early going.
Zero Cheeks helped on the one side, so the guy has an angle, and Derek doing what a good defender should do. Looming in the rear, and unfortunately gets a little body contact.
Chris Morris comes in the lineup. Replaces Coleman. Who leaves with a second foul. Skiles with his 9th point now.
There's a 2-2-1 look. What a catch.
Couldn't get it off, though. Anderson back now for Orlando to Skiles. Skiles tripped up and kicked it out of bounds.
Well, he wanted
He's got a beef.
He wanted the contact, but he lost his own. But in effect, the 2-2-1 worked for Matty Gukas. Here's the end of it. Nice strip by Bernard and arrest his momentum.
Yeah, he did trip over his own foot, didn't he? Jeff Turner, the former net, is coming to the lineup. His first appearance for the Magic.
Jeff's gotten stronger, and he can make that shot. Gives them some quick lifts. There's a quick release.
Oof. Bernard with his second field goal. 6 points for King. Again, a half-dozen-point lead for the Nets with 8:45 left in this first half.
Nice job by Moore and Stated. Look at the inside position here. And they got Rick as he held on at the end. Unfortunately.
Horn's first and the 13th foul on the Nets.
Ricky, when he retires and he's 50, will be grabbing hold of anybody who tries to get an offensive rebound.
Skiles buries another 3-pointer. 34% shooter from three-point range this year to 76 three-pointer in his second one tonight. 12 points for Skiles. Addison, that's a deuce.
A nice look by Mo. Turn the corner, draw that D, and dish.
39-34. Back to 5 again for the Nets. We approach 8 minutes remaining in this first half.
Mo staying right at home defensively.
Shaquille.
Now, he didn't shoot that. He threw that down.
Down, yeah, you're right.
I don't know how to teach touch on that shot.
Usually you shoot up. This guy shoots down. Bernard. What a block.
Even when he's there a step late, the wingspan, the desire to get a piece, and Bernard coming up with the right shot, it's going to be a high kiss.
Addison clobbered, gone up. Billy Sarr makes the call. It's against Scott Skiles.
Raf right now,
second.
excuse me, Spence. Raf trying to provide the lift that Chuck wants. You know, you go in, dude, first shot was questionable. Now he's taking the jumper. Now this one. So a couple of good offensive bursts by Addison.
Raf, who filled in a very capable manner after Drazen Petrovic went down as the 2 guard. It's 1 of 2 for Raphael Addison. Nets lead at 40-36. 7:29 left in the half. There's Shaquille. Royal.
Oh, he had everything but, huh?
Yeah. And Mahorn with another rebound. Nice outlook.
Not a good idea. And when you're running away, Rick wanted him to come back, but Bernard, most forwards don't come back. They're going to sprint.
That's what they call forwards.
Exactly.
They go backwards. Mahorn with 5 rebounds here in the early going. And there's Bernard King. 8 points for Bernard.
His offense hasn't gone backward.
Oh, that's for sure. He can still fire them up. And he's giving the Nets a lift most certainly. He has 8. The Nets are up again a half dozen. Nick Anderson with a pretty spin reverse move.
Now that's a case where you've got to front the cutter, force him behind you. And the only thing he's got is the lob. It's got to be a great pass, and you got the defense harassing.
And those are the things that get coaches upset. Here's Bernard. Didn't get a foul call, but got the hoop.
He should have been on the stripe, too. He got a scrape and no tape.
10 points for King, all here in the second quarter. No, check it. He had 4 in the first quarter. He had 3 field goals here in the second. First quarter happened so long ago. Was it tonight?
Did you believe that dribble, Spencer?
Yeah.
Now, that was a dribble down.
That's again trying to get it up over 6, which has been their largest. Raphael Addison tips it back.
Oh, too many guys.
Yep. Here's Anderson. And he's fouled.
Oh, ball.
They got it on Mo Cheeks. Chuck Daly doesn't believe it. Either does Mo Cheeks, and he doesn't complain very much. We'll get a timeout right here. That's up half a dozen. As you said, Bill, shooting the ball down, not shooting it up, as most mere mortals do.
There's the Brian Hill footwork he mentioned to us, the improvement.
The Nestle sweet move by Shaquille O'Neal. Nets lead it by a score of 44-38. Shaquille, but 2 of 8 from the floor. Sam Bowie started the game, picked up 2 quick fouls. Dwayne Shinsis came in, played fairly well. And now Rick Mahorn with the job against the big guy and faring very well.
And Chuck will probably rest. He may give Coleman a shot, but Bowie definitely out, I think, until second half, as long as they can maintain the cushion.
6 points for Nick Anderson. Little full court pressure again. And Mo Cheeks will bring it up.
And Mo went long the last time.
Chris Morris.
He shot that before he got it.
Yeah.
One of those, let me get it.
4-point net lead, 5:32 left in the first half. Here's O'Neal against Mahorn. What a play by Chris Morris.
When you get it back.
Here's Bernard. Counted if it goes. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
He knows how to initiate the contact. Mo reading. They know they've got to help Rick Mahorn, giving up 3 inches and quite a few, I believe, pounds. Ooh, but using the backboard to keep it alive.
Great defensive play. And here is Bernard. 11 first half points for King. Skiles leads all the scores with 12. Derek Coleman has 10 for the Nets.
He's a spring player, it looks like, huh? Good numbers in the rainy month.
45-40. From the line tonight, Nets are 12 of 14. Orlando 10 of 11. Both teams shooting very well from the stripe.
Chuck saying hedge it, hedge it. Now they string it out. Good recovery by Morris.
Oh, again. Oh, he was out of bounds. Turner puts it up. We'll get a foul.
Chuck saying he was out of bounds, and Dick Bavetta might agree with him because he let him go. This is one where they're saying, oh, there's the punt. Oh. And then Dick, being around, felt he missed it and just looked the other way. And a lot of officials will nail you for the tee because you caught them. Cooler head prevailed there.
Well, Cheeks picks up his second personal, so he sits down. Robinson in now. And Turner hits 1 of 2. Turner's first point of the ball game. 45-41. Nets by 4. 4:45 left first half. Addison is open.
Spence, they're not getting out on the Nets. There's another half turn release, and he should be going to the line. But they're not aggressive defensively.
No.
That's not a good sign when you're fighting for a spot.
47-41. 13 points for Bernard King. Here's Royal. Oh, all along was Anderson.
Little screen across. Now that sounds, you were very negative there, Spencer. But how do you get around O'Neal when he picks away? It's a circuitous route at best.
A long way to travel. Anderson trying to keep Bernard from posting up.
Speaking of a long way to travel, the Boston Marathon. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
It's wonderful. And you're here to speak about it.
Good feeling, yeah, to finish. It's only 75 degrees out, too. Here's Royal, and Morris will pick up the foul.
He's going to get a delay of the game. That one, he gave up the foul. And if you're going to give it, make sure they can't get the ball up on the glass. Good giveaway in the open floor. But the thrill of the Boston Marathon is the finish. I mean, that's the theory of it, correct?
Oh, yeah, just to finish. I tell you, it was a beautiful day and great people in Boston just lined throughout those little towns you go through. They lined the streets, bands playing, people throwing oranges at you.
Did you do any games while you ran through the towns?
No. Beautiful scenery down past Boston College, Commonwealth Avenue. Just a great day.
Well, one of those is like an NBA season.
Okay.
A marathon, right?
Don't want to do too many of them. Royals' first point of the ball game. 47-44. Nets by 3. 3:35 remaining. Here's Ramil with a good crossover dribble, and he picks up the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Then Scott will come back into the lineup. There he is for the Magic. Replaces Donald Royal.
What confidence he's developed with the dribble.
Yeah.
Chuck has 3 along the baseline and a guy right on the elbow. And you've got a choice to go to the right or the left. And if you've got good ball handling ability as he does, you can create for yourself.
And he's equally as good going either left or right to the hoop.
As you are at the dinner table.
1 of 2 for Emil. 5 points for Robinson. Nets lead at 48-44. 3:25 as you see it remaining in this first half. Oh, Skiles just blew by Ramil. Anderson's open and he puts it home.
That's how important containing penetration is. Everybody's heads turn. You leave space for your guy to move into a vulnerable area.
5th assist of the ball game for Skiles.
Same kind of play.
Ramil, that's a tough fadeaway indeed.
That's
It's an E, huh, in horse?
That's right, easy. 50-46, Nets by 4 again. Here's Skiles. This turned into a one-on-one game. Skiles against Robinson. And Skiles tripped down. Here come the Nets back. Raphael Addison, clobbered going up. Turner picks up the foul.
Real good confidence
To lead all the scorers. And here is Raphael Addison at the line to shoot 2.
continues to impress, doesn't he? Bernard, Willis, and the coaching staff trying to assist the team at key times, and he can give some offense, and the experience in the playoffs will help.
I think I told you earlier in the year I bumped into, the clowns are here, I bumped into Bernard a couple of times at the health club that I work at, the Classic Health Club in Mawa. Bernard was working out there, and I remember I said to him, I said, are you going to come back? He said, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I mean, he just knew he would, and he has come back.
That's how you get that free membership, huh?
Oh, what a follow by Nick Anderson. He's got 12.
Mr. Nick.
52-48. Nice health club, by the way.
Couldn't tell by you.
Hey, they helped me run the marathon. Got me ready. 2 minutes left in this first half.
Down to 4.
And Addison has to fire from long range. Shaquille with the rebound. Gets it out over to Skiles. Not a good set for the Nets.
No.
52-48.
Never got it going, Spencer. Dilly-dally.
Shaq against Mahorn. We get a foul. It'll go against Rick. And on Mahorn, that is personal foul number 2.
Not much Rick could do on that play, but right here, this is what you call a Morris-level finish
A Morris
of a
level.
missed shot. And this one, there is no question. You better hit the weight room when Rick gives one away on you. New Jersey's own Shaquille O'Neal.
Born in Newark.
Newark, a little time in Jersey City. Dad being a military guy, started moving around the country, ended up in San Antonio. Saw first in Germany.
That's where
Dale Brown
first saw him, right? Yeah. Very fortuitous.
I will say.
Right place, right time. Got some banging underneath there. Bernard trying to post up, and Scott wouldn't let him. Matty Gukas doesn't like the call, but it'll send Bernard to the line to shoot 2. Watch Bernard post up here.
There's a little grappling and a little. That's the one that got him. Anytime you extend the arm, and don't do that in our company, the media company. Extend your arm, they'll hand you the check.
That's You're much better at that than me. Yeah.
Do unto
I'm
others.
talking about keeping the hand in the pocket.
Right. Do unto others.
14 points now for Bernard. 53-49. Nets by 4, leading Matty Gukas' club. As you see the clock ticking down here in this first half.
Spencer, Chuck's done a great job spotting guys right now. Even though you'd like to have a bigger lead, this should be, they go for O'Neal or Mahorn? O'Neal?
It's on O'Neal. Anderson hit the 3.
And a loose ball foul number 32, Shaquille O'Neal, his second.
Shaquille picks up his second. Basket counts.
3-pointer, too.
Yep.
Gets them
Anderson now
back.
with 15.
Gets them back to 1.
And Matty Gukas wants O'Neal out of there. He doesn't want to pick up his 3rd foul. It has been a bit of a problem. Again, Greg Kite played really well against the Nets in Orlando.
At the free throw line, Rick Mahorn.
Greg, a physical type. We'll mix it up. He's not going to kill you with the offense. I think the Shaq just aggravated that Mahorn always around, lingering, checking. Good defensive player.
Pestiness. It's hard to believe a guy 6'10" can be pesty, but he is because he's much smaller.
I don't quite think of him as pesty, Rick.
Rick?
He's more of a nudge. Looking for stops at all times in the game, but right here, if you could get a little run going, if you're the Nets, force the perimeter shot's going to come with a penetration from Skiles with this lineup. So force the issue. Oh, Raff.
We got it on Raff. Addison picks up the foul on Addison. That's his first. Nets are over the limit. So Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2. 15 points for Anderson here in this first half.
The energy level, huh? Regardless of the amount of games of the years. Well clad, nicely pressed. And not happy with the way the last couple of weeks have gone. And hopefully he's got the fire under this club right now.
Anderson has cut the net lead to a point. 35-34. Bernard trying to post up again. Addison. Bernard got it off. Whoop.
Quick.
16 for Bernard King here in this first half.
And Raff with the bounce, set it up.
Addison's second assist. 35 seconds left in the half. Nets will get it back. Anderson looking for the 2-for-1. Bernard has the rebound. Nets can get a 2-for-1. They're just looking for a good shot.
Get a good one, that's right. Chuck going spread. So Ramil trying to create a pinch and then give it up or go himself.
7-second differential between, that's the game clock and the time clock.
Oh.
Ramil, won't go on the follow. Ramil foul. There is a prime example of everything but.
Oh, that's a lingerie move, Spencer.
Did he?
A lot of the apparel of Scotty on the floor. Look at the explosion. The kiss. Unrewarded.
And Ramil. Now 3 of 5 from the line. Kite leaves, Bowie back in. Royal, O'Neal, Skiles, and Scott with 2 fouls apiece for Orlando. 1 of 2 for Ramil. 6.7 seconds remain.
Oh, look at this break for the Nets.
Oh, we got it into play. Anderson will fire and banks in a 3-pointer with 2.3 seconds remaining. Here's Addison. Ramil from midcourt. That would count. Oh, and an in and outer for Ramil. But Anderson with a big, big 3-pointer to give him 20 first-half points has cut the net lead down to 1, 58-57. A prayer shot, and it went. And the net lead is down to 1. Foul. Got some nice rest in that first half. Played only 15 minutes and wound up with 10 points. Petro with 9. Robinson with 8. The leading rebounders in the ball game. No surprise, Shaquille, but limited to only 5 as he played 23 minutes of that first half. Morris and Mahorn with 6 apiece for the Nets. So we are ready for the start of the second half. 58-57. The Nets with the lead. And Bernard will start the second half on the bench. He'll be back. The Nets will start with Sam Bowie at center. Coleman up front with Morris, Petrovic, and Robinson. Orlando goes with Nick Anderson. He'll start the second half. Anthony Bowie started the ball game. Scott Skiles, Dennis Scott, Tom Tolbert, and Shaquille O'Neal. So we're underway. Spencer Ross, Bill Raftery, Matt Loughlin at the Meadowlands. Second half, final home game of the regular season before a sellout crowd. And the Nets lead at 58-57. Here's Coleman. Wants it. Shaquille got a piece of it. Tolbert with the rebound.
Trying to get Derek right in the game. Had a lift on the big guys on the other side.
Oh, there's the alley-oop.
And the basket stayed up, Spencer.
Thankfully.
Sam played that pretty well. Just a heck of a pass.
First time Magic has led since 2 minutes 24-second mark of the first quarter, and the Nets come right back. Ramil Robinson now at 10 points.
Draws only played 14 minutes as well. And no foul problems, so the Nets in good shape. Nice D here by Mo.
Nets looking to run. They've got a 1-point lead. Morris kicked it. Scott has it. Gets it to Tolbert, who leads it out to Skiles. Ooh, almost went back court. Skiles, pretty move.
Sure was. Turn that shoulder. Still able to release.
14th for Skiles. Orlando has regained the lead. 1:10 into this third quarter. Petro around Anderson and a pretty delay move to lay it up and in.
Does he stretch those legs too? gets a lot of inches.
11 for draws, 62-61. The Nets lead it by 1. Shaquille won't go. Tolbert won't go. Back come the Nets now. Romeo Robinson. Nice drop. To Coleman. Mo needs it home. You gotta love it.
Coleman saw that whole play before he had the ball. Romeo wisely giving it back.
And the Nets lead it by 3, 64-61. Skiles. Tolbert. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul on Big Tom Tolbert.
Easy call. Romeo giving it up, but Morris complimenting this deft touch pass by both Robinson and Coleman by running the wing. Pretty good little set, huh?
Got his legs set in front of him. And picked up the foul. Early stages, third quarter, 3-point net lead. Here's Romeo. Pretty move.
Just couldn't handle Coleman's screen. O'Neal did not get out and hedge.
12 points for Robinson. The Nets have scored 6 in a row. They open up a 5-point lead. Tolbert. Threw it out of bounds. It'll be net ball. You get in trouble and you've got Shaquille O'Neal on your team, you tend to look and just kind of put it up in the air and hope he'll be there.
That he'll catch it. Gook very patient with this club. He's got a young team.
Very interesting story this week, Sports Illustrated, about the Orlando general manager, Pat Williams. Here's Romeo, counted if it goes. And the story involves his 16 children.
Yeah, he's adopted quite a few children.
Dozen of them. Yeah,
Story.
great story. $1,500 a week grocery bill.
That's like a football team, huh? Now you talked about strength with O'Neal. How about Raphael Romeo, able to challenge as he penetrated?
O'Neal's come out tough in this quarter. 5 points already, 13 for the ball game.
That's why Pat runs. He probably can't afford to eat.
That's right. An 8-0 run for the Nets. And a 7-point lead, and a timeout called here by Matty Gukas and the Orlando Magic. Good run for the Nets to open up a 7-point lead at 68-61. 3:07, 71-71. And we'll see you out here at the Meadowland.
Shaq should touch it, Spencer.
He did. Anderson for 3. Oh.
Well, if you're going to double, that's what they want. They're good shooter positions where you have a long way to come to get back on him.
He's at 3 of 3 from 3-point range. He has 23 points. Here's Big Sam. Pops it in over Tom Tolbert. That's a break for the Nets. If Tolbert stays with Sam, Sam can do some damage.
That's right. Go to him a little bit. And Derek lifting O'Neal. He got away with a shove here.
Anderson looking for 4 in a row. Oh.
Once again, and you got Scott out there as well. Skiles who can make it. You got some heavy-duty deep threats.
First game here at the Meadowlands. He had, here's once again Sam to the hoop. 34 points did Anderson.
Sam sort of surprised there, Spencer. Size-wise, able to get the shot off. But look who's coming in, looming. The big body of the big fella. Number 4, excuse me.
Say 4 on him. That's 4 fouls on him. And Greg Kite's going to have to come in and take his place. He said that's been his problem this year. So Greg Kite will take his place. Tolbert will leave.
He's got 8 disqualifications this year, Spencer.
Yeah. Tolbert leaves and the big guy stays in. 1 of 2 for Bowie. 5 points for Sam. 4-point net lead, 71-67. It was 7 moments ago. But Nick Anderson just on fire. Skiles, he's hit a couple of threes tonight.
Better him, right?
Yeah.
Chuck switching who you come off. You got to try everybody.
That's right.
Somebody gets hot.
Ooh, Draws lost control of it, and it's picked up by Scott. Good lead to Anderson. Oh, He is in what they refer to as a zone. Whoa.
Now he's in man-to-man, but in a
zone. 28 points for Anderson, 10 of 12 from the floor. Coleman wants it. Coleman is clobbered. If it's not Shaquille, it's his fifth.
I think they're going to give it to Skiles.
Skiles hurt his wrist.
Wrist or finger?
That's Skiles with the foul. It is.
Some goal here. He used that tin two-hand reverse. Nick. Illinois Nick. And right here, Scott O'Neal. Or Skiles.
Skiles leaving. Third foul and holding on to that hand. And Laterio Green comes in to take his place. His first appearance. Check it, that's his fourth, huh?
They have 4 on the board. And right here, just reaching in. Fluky things happen to fingers.
He's in a lot of pain. 12 points for Coleman. That's by 4. 73-69. 7.5 remains in this third quarter.
Lateral Green, pretty decent shooter, 44% outside. This is his game, though. He's not a great three-point shooter, and they get the ball back on the swipe.
Rookie from Georgia, where he played for Durham.
One of your guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've done a Seminole.
He's a Seminole.
Florida State guy.
Coached Florida State to the final game 1 year against UCLA.
Pretty good.
Anderson, he missed. Did he get a second chance? Yep. And this time he doesn't miss.
Those baskets hurt, you know. It's like out scrapping you, or the ball bouncing correctly for you or against you.
30 points for Nick Anderson. Here is Coleman.
Drive that baseline D back, and that's what Ramil did.
75-71. Robinson with 5 assists now. Coleman 14 points.
Leave Morris alone. Maybe a late double.
Anderson. Oh, this is what an unbelievable exhibition he's putting on.
Making a statement.
He's at 12 of 15 from the floor, and the net lead is but 2. 75-73. Ramil kicked the ball himself. Green has it. Magic with a chance to tie. Won't go, but Green will go to the line to shoot 2. Tom Tolbert will come back into the lineup.
And it's penetration at its best. And the big fella, the long arm, with the read, and a nice look by Ramil. And this is just unfortunate as Ramil doesn't get through. Ends up entangled and causing the deuce from the free throw line.
Kite comes into the lineup, and out goes Shaquille O'Neal. And Green with a chance to tie the ball game up. 75-74. Nets opened up a 68-61 lead, and then it rapidly became a Nick Anderson show. It's been kind of a Nick Anderson show all night long, but here in this third quarter, already with 12 points in 6 minutes.
Now Terrell on fire early, only getting about 12 minutes a game. And that's one of the few times they've run that little bump for drives in the second half.
Bowie to Ramil, counted and one.
He'll find you. He'll find you. Just keep active. Sam, one of those guys. Buck Williams had trouble occasionally with the double. You know, throwing a tough pass. Sam's a guy you double, it makes him a better player. He'll find the cutter.
Matt Lachlan has a quick report for us on Scott Skiles. Matty?
Yeah, Spencer, it's good news for Orlando fans. Nothing more than a jam. He says he's okay, and he'll get back into the ball game, but stings just a little bit, but he's fine, and we'll see him back in action a little later on. 16 points now for Ramil Robinson. That's lead it by 2, 77-75. Here's Anderson. They keep looking for him.
Now Sam doubles.
This is incredible. He's got 34.
Can't play him.
34 points in 18 minutes, which is incredible. He did not play the first quarter. Bernard King's going to come back in. Morris for 3, got it. 7 for Mo, and the Nets lead it 80-77. We got a shootout here at the Meadowlands. Morris knocks it away. Scott way off the mark. And nice play by Ramil. Had the right idea, but just couldn't tip it far enough. Oh, look who got the ball. He walked.
I don't think he switched pivot feet, Spence, do you?
We'll get a foul. And you might be right, Bill.
Yeah, he gave it a lot of cross steps. Ramil or Draws on this particular play.
Bernard back in. Morris will get a rest.
Oh, that's strictly for defensive purposes, I think. Struggle a little bit, give him a different look. You can't throw the same pitch to a good hitter.
Good point. Especially if you just hit a home run.
Or a few homers.
Yes. And he's having one of these 4 home run nights. 1 point net lead, 80-79. Here's Petro. Finds Coleman, who lit it up for 16 in the first half. There's an answer. 18 for Bernard.
You know what Chuck did? He took Morris out. Morris had made a jumper. That's, you know, you got to believe in what you're doing. And they got a little push off.
Anderson gets the call.
One of the few mistakes he's made. I can remember talking to Red, when you make your mind up to put somebody in and the other guy makes a shot, don't you stick with it.
You have to.
Yeah, you know, you're committed to it. And that's what I like there. And Bernard accentuates the right move by making a deuce, and they get a turnover on the other side on Anderson.
Ramil finds Coleman. DC, an in and outer. Rebound, Greg Kite. 82-79, Nets by 3. This is Green. Anderson. Why not? That's the second time he's missed one. And fortunately for the Nets, they can get a second chance. Draws it. Finds Sam! Beauty!
Sam made it happen. And Draws, marvelous pump fake and vision.
84-79, the net lead again is 5 with 3:50 left in this third quarter of play. Tolbert. Tom Tolbert
made himself into a player, Spence.
Hard work.
Laterro just never got the feet moving. Number 11 with the grab, but Sam inning to a terrific looking set as Ramil unselfishly thinks Draws has got the 3. But look at the poise as the defense closed on Draws. Nice run by the big fella.
They're over the limit now, so to the line will go Ramil Roberts. Ramil 6 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. That's with a 3-point lead with 3:33 left in this third quarter.
So important for Ramil to get better from the free throw line. Handles it a lot, going to get nicked, and you have to respond.
You want to be a 75% shooter.
Want to be.
Yeah, you want to be. I want to be.
But it's the confidence, the psyche, the work habits, and he's improved on it.
After getting the minutes, yeah, his numbers did come up. Nets by 5, 3:25 left. Third quarter, somebody forgot about Green, but Sam came over for the block. Sam came over again for the block. Coleman leaves it to Bernard. Ahead of the field. Lay it home.
All set up by defense.
20 for King. The Nets again by 7. They led it 68-61. Orlando battled back. Here's Tolbert for 3. On the follow, Royal. Royal again.
Big.
Third attempt. Big. Yeah, you're right.
Would have been a big rebound for the Nets. And right here, Sam responding. Quiet the first half. Stepping up with shots, passing, 2 shot blocks. And right there, not an extra dribble where they could foul you. Vision, seeing people running and getting it to be King. Sending it.
Detroit on Sunday. 7-point net lead here, 88-81. You can see the shooting here in the third quarter. despite all the great shooting by Nick Anderson. Nobody else has lit it up for Orlando in this third quarter.
During the break, Matty Loughlin mentioned to both of us that hamstring, he was doubtful.
Yeah, that's why he didn't start.
And then also the end of the year as, imagine, and Bernard's got some trouble with his hand after the way he finished that particular dunk, but not happy down there, supposedly Anderson, or unsure of whether he wants to stay in the land of the sun.
There'll be a lot of people who are interested in him. Bad pass by Ramil.
Got to throw it high, if at all.
9 field goals in this quarter for Orlando. He has 8 of them, Anderson. And the rebound, Bernard King. So the rest of the team has done nada. Just 1 basket from the rest of the Orlando team in this quarter. Anderson has kept them in the ball game. 2.5 left third quarter. Pick and roll. Sam.
Oh, young Sam.
The
legs kicking.
9 for Sam and an 8-point lead at 90-82. A 10-3 run for the Nets for their biggest lead of the night. Skiles back in.
And Raff doing a nice job on Anderson. Staying at home. Doesn't get out this time.
That's for 3. Rebound, Ramil. Got to cool off sometime.
They wrote it pretty good.
Kept them in the game. Ramil. Shot clock down to 10. And Ramil puts it home. And in case you joined us late, there are no shot clocks up above the baskets. They're on the floor like they were in the olden days, so to speak. And the reason is, in case you joined us late, and this game is on so late, Shaquille tore down the backboard in the first quarter. And we got a 40-minute delay until they got a new basket out.
That time the spin dribble catching B. King. As Shaq is the reason for a lot of changes in the apparatus, the work habits of the staff here at the Meadowlands. And when you say olden days,
well,
you were working in those days, weren't you?
When Dan Bison put the 40-24
No,
second
not
clock
quite, not quite.
No, in the 60s and 70s, sure. Foul was on Bernard King. Shaquille still on the bench. First net game I did, he was 67. The team
Max was Max.
Max Kozlowski was the coach. Laverne Tart.
Bobby Lloyd right then, or next year?
No, Bobby was on the team that year. Bruce Spraggins, Hank Whitney, Johnny Austin from Boston College. Barry Leibowitz, Art Heyman then joined the team.
Nice cut.
Coleman to the basket, out of bounds. It'll still be net ball. 92-84 Nets, a minute 17 left third quarter.
Good save by Tolbert, and King alertly on the money with that delivery.
9 on the 24. Coleman, that's 4-3. Way off the mark, and the rebound, Skiles. A minute 5 left third quarter.
Raff staying at home this time on Scott.
Skiles. Banged in to Sam. Rebound, King. Good outlet to Ramil. Puts it home.
I wasn't sure what he was going to do with that. He was giving it a couple of shakes. Oh.
He was looking behind him. 22 for Ramil. And the Nets by 10, their biggest lead. Royal. What's it called?
Illegal D. And Dick Pavetta. He just said, Matt Kukas, we both agree. That was pretty clever. Great look, the pitch, and right here, I wasn't sure exactly. Either a fumble or he was going to give it a little flip and then the jam.
Ten-point net lead with 35 seconds left in this quarter. Bernard picks up the foul. It puts the Nets over the limit. So Royal will go back to the line to shoot 2. Royal's an 82% free throw shooter. And tonight he's 4 of 6 from the line. Chuck Daly trying to stretch his bench out as much as possible. He's gotten a good second half from Sam Bowie after getting really nice minutes in the first half from Rick Mahorn.
He's really delighted with his staff, too. I heard him mentioning last week the contributions of each guy, and Rick Carlisle's insight as he came into the season. Of course, Brendan been with him, and great respect for Paul as well.
Here's the crew. Silas Carlisle on the left. David Pavao, the strength coach. Of course, Brendan Sir. And the head man, Chuck Daly. 94-85. Nets with a 9-point lead. Ramil, pick and roll. Couldn't find Sam, though. Shot clock goes down to 5. Addison.
Oh, my
Great rebound. And Coleman pushed out of bounds. But they give it over. They say he stepped out of bounds.
He jumped in the air. If he could have ever gotten control. A lot of guys cut, but facing him, it was tough to deliver it.
Here's Skiles. Coleman got the ball, but he also got body.
Tough guy.
Skiles is down.
Derek wanted something at the other end, a little bit upset. Chuck's.
They call it. Are they
flagrant?
Oh.
Well, they're giving
Hey, that
it
was
the
a hard
flagrant.
foul. That was a perfectly legitimate hard foul. Watch it. Now, what's flagrant about that? What is flagrant about that?
That's good, solid basketball. Now, Kite and Coleman get in it.
The thing is, it could turn into a 4-point play, although there are only 0.4 of a second left. But that's a chance for a basket, and that's why Matty Gook's going to put Anthony Bowie in. Chucky Brown's going to come in for the Nets.
Make sure Derek doesn't pick up another one.
Chuck Daly wants to take Derek out. He's got 3 fouls. The Skiles will shoot 2.
Well, you knew he was going to bounce off the deck unless they counted him out.
Now he's one tough customer. Okay, now it is a 7-point lead. And Skiles will inbound. Well, Tolbert will come over to inbound now.
Just don't want to watch the lob. Force them out.
That's it. Good job. Will not count. Horn sounds, ends the 3rd quarter. The Nets, who relinquished the lead for a moment, have battled back. They are up 7, 94-87, heading to the 4th. Well, there you see the shooting in that quarter, and 8 of the 9 field goals for Orlando in the 3rd quarter were scored by one man, Nick Anderson, who has 36 points, had 16 points in the 2nd quarter. He's played half a game and has 36 points. Here's Donald Royal. He can't make it go. Tolbert might have gotten away with a push on Sam.
A climb, baby. Well, the Shaq in, you may see him touch a few more times. He's one of those guys, I think he's got to get it more.
Yeah, they don't exactly.
We got a walk or a baseline.
I think he was out of bounds. Dennis Scott was on the out of bounds line. 7-point net lead. Here's Drazen. Won't go. Tolbert with the rebound. Gets it out over to Skiles.
They get those kind of shots, though, Spencer. You can see how delinquent the D has been.
Drazen with only 6 shots tonight. Here's Royal of the hoop, and he is fouled. Royal is fouled by a king.
And no checkmate. Showed pretty good extension of that jab to the goal. But down here, it's nice to see Drazen able to get free. And when he is creative with his cuts, and makes the shot or finds some other people.
And Nick Anderson is having the kind of nights that we've seen Dra put together. The streak. Well, with 6 points now, everything from the free throw line for him. Hit a lot of free throws in this ball game. 27 for 33 for Orlando. The Nets are 26 of 33. The net lead is down to 5. 94-89. Trying to wrap up 5th place here in the East tonight, but a long way to go. Atlanta's already won. Drazen, that's for 2.
Nice pass by King. I mean, the kick out on the double didn't waste any time.
Atlanta beat Milwaukee 122-106. So they move within a game and a half of the Nets. Ramil, Skiles.
He's got to learn to make quick moves, Spencer.
Scott for three, a little off. Shaquille will pick up the foul. That is his 5th personal foul. Big, big foul indeed. It comes with 10:31 to go.
And he doesn't have to do that. That's part of the educational process. You know, get the arms out of it on a weak side rebound. Turn away. In there, you see the arm on Sam. He's got to turn, let the ball bounce to his left hand in that case.
And again, that mention I made about Atlanta, excuse me, Bill, they're within a half a game now of the Nets.
Yes.
Not a game and a half.
You notice how I let that slide?
You're wonderful. You never criticize me. And you've had a couple of chances.
Oh, not too many. I figured you'd get back to it.
After I said it, I said, well, game and a half, then winning with no problem.
Yeah.
Here's Drazen again for 2. Same spot. Kite with the rebound. Gets it out over to Skiles. 10:05 remaining, 4th quarter. Nets 96, Orlando 89.
And that kite doesn't fly either.
The reach in, they got it on Ramil.
Yeah, good hustle, trying to help out his partner. They're doing a lot more individual stuff, aren't they? To get to the foul line or try and get to the goal.
Ramil picking up the foul, and on Ramil Robinson his 3rd. The Nets their 2nd team foul. And here's Nick Anderson, his 37th point of the ball game. Light it up. Nick Anderson with 38.
You never know who's going to show in your building or on the road.
Ramil on the double team finds Petro. King finds Coleman. Great look. DC lost it. Bowie is clobbered by Skiles.
Well, Scotty doesn't take any prisoners either.
That looked pretty flagrant.
Well, I mean, that's where you get in trouble if you give one at the other end because he was a smaller guy. What a pass there by Derek, huh?
Yeah.
In traffic.
Anderson, by the way, with 38, his career high is 42. 10 points for Big Sam, 8 of them coming here in the 2nd half. Charlotte is tied with Chicago in the 4th quarter at 95-95. If Charlotte wins, they're a half a game behind the Nets. Skiles. Tolbert.
Pull the string just a little. Big rebound.
Now Royal found the lane. Tolbert finds one. Oh, Sam with a great defensive play. Back come the Nets. Here's Ramil. Drazen, Petrovic, got it.
Boy, did he study down in a double. Bada binger. 2 thrusts.
8-point net lead, 99-91.
Well, you can see their confidence as they find a spot and Ramil able to deliver.
Skiles, Tolbert, Coleman got a hand in that, I think, and a nice play by Sam to capture that rebound.
And wide open.
And Petro grabbed. Third-team foul. Who'd they call it on? It's on Skiles?
Kite.
On Kite, excuse me.
Spence, stay in or stay out at home or on the road. You can always count on the great taste of Bud Light. It won't fill you up and never let you down. So make it Spencer Ross and John McComb of Bud Light. And I know you will.
Absolutely. And Tolbert leaves now. Jeff Turner, the former Net, back in the lineup. Nets lead at 99-91. Here's Big Sam.
And he wants clear, and they brought traffic into him. He got his legs taken out.
The battle. Sam wins it. Gives to Ramil. Go to the line to shoot 2.
Nice basketball right there.
Yep.
Sam getting after it, giving it up. Good cut. When they're scrappy, they're a team that draws on that emotion. Right here. Nice little play at the end, as noted.
And Kite picks up the foul. Rick Mahorn set to come back into the lineup. Short. 22 points for Ramil. Mahorn replaces Sam Bowie. Real good second half for Sam. Mahorn gave Coach Daly good minutes in the first half, and he calls on him now, down as we approach crunch time with 8:24 remaining. Got to make the free throw.
Trips have to be rewarded.
He's 8 of 13 from the line. He's 7 of 12 from the field. 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Great night for Emil Robinson. Anderson.
There he goes.
He's got 40. Anderson has hit 14 of 20 from the floor. Petro.
He thinks he can take his guy.
Got it off. He took him.
Looking for the foul, too.
17 for Draws. 101-93. 7:38 remain.
Trying to post Draws with Anderson.
Turner.
What a check out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Up the body in
stuck
front of
Kite.
Coleman, tough shot. Bernard goes for the rebound. Kite has it. Here's Skiles.
Notice Nets not giving up the easy ones. Good, solid.
Turner, as you said, that shot is a good one for Big Jeff Turner. His first field goal, 3 points. The net lead down to 6. 101-95.
Jeff sneaks up on you. He's had a few good nights. Doubles, averaging around 7 a game.
Coleman to Petro.
A little scrape, too, on that shot.
Didn't get the call. Anderson knocked away by Coleman. DC picks up the foul. And on Coleman, that's his 4th. And we'll take a timeout. 6:42 remains. The Nets holding on to a 6-point lead. 14 of 20 in the ballgame. The rest of the team, 16 of 52. But more importantly, Anderson here in the second half has 7 field goals. The rest of the team has 4.
Now, I think he and Draws are the guys that may decide the outcome here, if they can put a stop on one another. Good help
up by
Mo.
Cheeks. Oh, we get a foul. The grab.
Rick thought he had all ball. He ended up. Mo Cheeks came up and hit him in the chin. Good help defense, though.
And Cheeks picks up his 2nd personal foul. It's the 4th team foul on the Nets. Both teams with 4. So next foul puts both clubs over the limit. Nets now have Cheeks, Mahorn, King, Coleman, and Petrovic in the lineup.
And Mo with a good foot movement defensively.
Who's the foul on?
Oh, they got Draws tackled up with it. He thought he faked.
Personal foul number 3.
Billy saw it to the call.
So Anderson back to the line. Draws picks up his 4th, and the Nets over the limit.
At the free throw line, Nick Anderson.
And Anderson looking to equal his career high with these 2 free throws. Now we get a long way to go. And again, he did not play the first quarter. So 41 points in 2.5 quarters.
And outside as well as going to the basket.
He's got 42. 6:15 remains. 101-97. The net lead is down to 4.
Kite really trying to body Coleman. He should be able to look at this inside.
Off the ball. I believe it's on Kite.
Yeah, it's over the limit.
So it'll send Coleman to the line to shoot 2. Chicago has now taken a 1-point lead over Charlotte, 103-102 in the 4th quarter.
I know you have to body people, Spencer, defensively, but I'd like to just see Greg Kite one trip, not touch anybody. Think he can do it? He just likes to wail away.
DC with his 15th point. And Coleman now at 16. (103-97), a 6-point net lead. Anderson for 3, way off the mark. Kite's going to get the foul. Loose ball on Greg Kite. Oh, you didn't get your wish. It's another trip that he touched somebody. Over the limit as Kite picks up the foul.
He just puts a little weight, huh? Well, you got to be physical as a center, but he does go overboard on occasion.
Body to body. We're getting a lot of free throws here. 76 already in the ball game. Got to make them, though, down the stretch. And Mahorn, a really good free throw shooter. Rick on the year, 81%. That's 2 wasted trips for the Nets. Robinson misses 2, Mahorn misses 2. And the lead remains 6 with 5:43 remaining. Points you just can't
Can't get it back.
Look, the alley-oop for Anderson.
How about him not going up, but coming down and going back up quicker than the opponent?
44 points for Nick Anderson, 103-99. The Nets lead is 4. Coleman against Kite. Cheeks. Bernard King.
Nice ball movement again. Coleman will give it up. And you've got an unselfish guy in Cheeks, too. And a guy who can finish in King.
Oh, yeah. He ties a season high. 22 points does Bernard. 105-99. 5 minutes remain. Turner. Here's Anderson. The clock ticking down. 1 second. Did he get it off? He did in time. Kite went for the rebound. Kite wins it. So a second chance. Matty Gukas wants a timeout. And the Magic will call it. 4 minutes, 40 seconds remain in this 4th quarter. And the Nets holding on to a 6-point lead. Remember, he did not play the 1st quarter.
Look at all those bumps for Anderson. Good help by Derek.
Oh, that'll kill you. 2-3 men on him. He's got 46 now. 105-101. 4.5 remains in the ball game. He's 16 of 24 from the floor for the 46 points. Petro finds Coleman. Shaquille is back with 5 fouls. Has to lay off, and Coleman buries it.
Well, also away from the basket, he's no longer King.
Yeah, that's right. 107-101. We approach 4 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter.
A little double on the other side. Draws, trails, and Cheeks helps.
Skiles for 3.
Big time basket.
His 3rd three-pointer of the night. He's got 19 points, and the net lead is down to 3. 3:45 remains. 107-104. Petro looking for Coleman. Finds him with Shaquille. Wants to go to the hoop. Does. Fades and scores.
Look, big time.
That's a big-time hoop.
Well, now he takes O'Neal out and able to move him with the bounce.
5-point lead, 3:20 remaining. Jeff Turner for 3. Whoa!
He knows the 10 here, huh?
He's got 6 and the lead again down to 2.
Well, you keep going out. Chuck wants a timeout.
With 3:03 remaining, the timeout is called. The net lead is a deuce. 109-107. Don't go away. 109-107. The Nets by 2. Charlotte has beaten the Chicago Bulls 104-103. Atlanta's won. Here's King putting it home.
What time? What confidence.
24 for King, and it's a 4-point lead.
Chuck slipping him in, giving Coleman a rest.
Anderson with 46, the all-time Magic record. Catledge with 49, and he missed one that it looked like he had.
It was too easy, too easy for him. And Chuck now looking to spread, get themselves to use a little time.
Looking for Bernard, finding Petro, who lost it and came up with it. Oh, Drazen puts it home.
And the follow through for the bench.
19 for Petro. It's up to 6. 113-107. Who wants it? That's a big question. Donald Royal lost his balance and drew the foul.
Right back at Bernard King, and he did a pretty good job. Must have got a piece on the spin, but I'm amazed This is one of those deals. The reach-in did cause it, I guess. You got to get him to the foul line. I'm amazed at Chuck getting kicked right now. Big quick release after the timeout.
Bernard's fourth foul. How many times we've said it? The better coaches get the better sets after the timeouts. It's a given.
Kids have to respond, though. Players have to perform. But you are correct.
Donald Royal, all his points from the free throw line tonight. The net lead is 5. The clock moves down to 2 minutes remaining. 2:03 as you see it. 113, 108 Nets.
Oh, look at the post up by Draz, and he can shoot. Rest the arm on
Skiles. Didn't get a foul call. Rebound pulled down by Turner. Gets it out to Skiles. 1:48 remaining. Skiles looking for the 3. Gives to Anderson. Spinning on Ramil. He's fouled. They can cut it to 3.
And they just never got back where Draz could play Anderson. He had to play out front on Scotty Skiles. Ramil at the disadvantage.
Matty Gukas has gotten what an effort tonight from Nick Anderson. 46 points. He's a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line.
73% free throw shooter, too. Well, whatever you need tonight.
47. 2 off the all-time Magic record held by Terry Catledge. 48 points. 113, 110. 1:43 remaining. Bowie down to 10 on the 24. Sam got it off. Not the shot you really wanted right there. Royal with the rebound. Skiles with a chance to cut it to 1.
They really haven't gotten O'Neal too much into it. It's all been outside.
Turner for the tie. It's tied. We're tied at 113 with 1:05 remaining. Orlando has run the last 6 points. Here's Ramil.
And he recovers Turner on the hedge.
Bernard to Drod. Blocked by Shaquille to Skiles with 45 seconds remaining. Turner. Anderson. Magic leads. Timeout, 50 points for Nick Anderson. And Orlando has taken a 115 to 113 lead with 37 seconds remaining in this ball game. They've scored the last 8, then the pressure on the Nets.
You got to beg for it if you're him. But the big thing now, if you're wondering where Coleman is, Coleman got hit in the back of the head. He's got ice on it. Chuck not going to him because of that difficulty.
And Bernard, who went down, is up and ready. With 37 seconds to go.
You got to think of Bernard or Draz being active.
115, 113. Orlando by 2. Bernard lost it. Knocked into the backcourt. 15 on the 24. King. Mahorn. Down to 9 on the 24. Ramil with a fadeaway. Won't go. The battle for the ball. Donald Royal has it. Mahorn after him, and Rick picks up the foul. Sam got hit in the face. And Orlando could take a 4-point lead with 13 and a half seconds remaining. Who's bleeding? Could be a broken nose. And Shaquille, that would have been a 6th foul. That would have sent Sam to the line, or somebody, if Sam couldn't have continued, to the line to shoot 2. Instead, Donald Royal gets fouled in the ensuing scramble for the loose ball, and a chance to give Orlando a 4-point lead.
82% free throw shooter. This is the one.
This is the one. Anthony Bowie back in the lineup, replaces Jeff Turner. Turner with 2 big 3-pointers here in the 4th quarter.
Major impact.
8 points overall in this 4th quarter. And here's the one that could make it a 4-point lead. It is a 4-point lead. Nets have to hurry. Ramil. That's a 2. Won't go. Out of bounds. It'll still be net ball with 6.5 seconds remaining. 22nd timeout called by the Nets. 117-113 ball game. Raphael Addison's in. Looking inbound to Petro for 3. Got it. It's down to 1. Nets cannot call a timeout. Petro hits the big 3-pointer. And a timeout called by Orlando with 4.4 seconds remaining. 117-116. The Nets are within 1. Timeout. 117-116. Orlando with the lead. The Nets have lost those 3 games at the buzzer. At home recently. Shaquille back in the bench. Nets will have to foul as soon as they get the ball inbound. It comes over to Anthony Bowie, who's fouled by Raphael Addison. 3.4 seconds remaining. Now Bowie will go to the line to shoot 2. If he makes them both, again, the Nets have no timeouts remaining. It's up to a 3-point. The ideal scenario is him to miss the first and make the second for the Nets.
Well, the thing that Chuck did in that 20-second timeout was organize exactly what he wants run for either situation. Now you're thinking 3 if he makes this one.
And if he makes this one, it almost gives the Nets a better opportunity with the clock running down. But they need a 3-pointer. They're not going to get it fouled in the backcourt.
Amazing. And why not? And why? Don't let the 3 beat you.
Well, but there's a chance you
of the miss.
Maybe
That's what you're
the
going to say.
You'll see some blockouts. 1.8 seconds remaining. Who's going to come in?
Well, this is the one, that play where they run a guy in, you might think of. Shintz is being big to put him underneath, maybe move Raphael out.
You got to make the first one, though. And now it just doesn't really matter at this point. Now you got to get a rebound and fire in a 3-pointer. And Shaquille O'Neal's come back in. Tom Tolbert's come in. Chucky Brown will come back in for the Nets. You missed this one, right?
Well, it's a case that there's not much more you can do because they're not going to foul.
But you got to grab and find somebody outside.
And they're face guarding both Chucky Brown and Draws. Yep.
Hit the rim. Ball goes over to Orlando, and that'll do it. We'll signal end to this ball game, really. Knocked out of bounds by Mahorn. Down to 1.2 seconds.
There, Chuck saying face guard. A deflection, a catch.
And that'll do it. Magic wins it. What a downer. You talk about a disappointing loss. We've had 4 of them here at the Meadowlands recently. The buzzer beater by Sherman Douglas. The buzzer beater by Danny Ferry, and the 2 free throws by Isaiah Thomas. And tonight, the Nets squander a 6-point lead in the final couple of minutes. And the Orlando Magic leave the floor with their playoff hopes alive. The final score, the Magic 119, the Nets 116.